What up, gang? We're back with another video, and this is something that I couldn't be any more passionate about, and something I couldn't even be any more qualified for. For those who don't know, I've been a fitness coach for 10 years now, both in person and online. I have worked with over 2,000, 2,500 people in that time, and this is something that not just I've just worked with people on. This is something I've experienced so deeply and truly in my own life, and I want to make this video just short, sweet, and concise for you because it needs to be a wake-up call for a lot of people like it was for me. Getting fit is not a phase. It's not something that you do for the summer, right? Everyone wants to get leaner for the summer or whatever. It's definitely not something that you just do when you find the time for it or you get around to when life slows down. I'm going to break down all these points in this video today, but the message I want to get across, I cannot make more clear. Getting healthy, becoming fit is something that your life literally depends on, whether you realize it right now or not. Because the way you treat your body directly affects your energy, your discipline, your confidence, your relationships, your financial life, everything. I am living proof of it. And of course, my clients that I have the pleasure of working with are living proof as well. And if this sounds dramatic, because I know there's going to be people watching this video who probably don't take their health seriously. I was in the same position as well. I lost 100 pounds, and it wasn't just about losing 100 pounds. I completely just reinvented myself as a person. But if all of that sounds dramatic, then good, because it should. It's your health. This is something that I need to get across to people, that it is so important, and it should sound obvious, but so many people neglect it. Your life depends on it, and there's such a better world out there for you when you get healthier, you become a healthier person. Just people are too casual about it. They're way too casual about something that literally controls their entire life. So in this video today, guys, I'm going to break down why getting fit is not optional. End of story. Not optional. Becoming a healthy person, becoming fit, it's not something that you can negotiate anymore. And how to actually make it a part of just who you are. Not just something that you try and fail at over and over again. It's about who you are as a person. Identity change. And we're going to break it all down. So sit back, relax, watch some Battlefront 2. I'm not the best at it, but bear with me, and we'll break this all down. All right, point one I need to make very clear is that your health, your fitness game is an identity. It's not a phase. Most people say, I'm trying to get in shape. I need to get back on track. I'll tell you right now, becoming healthy, becoming fit is something that you identify with, okay? Look at it like this. Getting back on track, let's start with that. That's a mindset you hear a lot of people throw around. Put it this way, you want to become healthy, you want to change your life forever, you are always on the track. Okay, you had a weekend away, you had a vacation, maybe you were just off your A game for a week or two, off your health game, whatever. You weren't off track, you just hit a speed bump. Just like when you're in a car, when you hit a speed bump, it slows you down to get over it, and then you continue on the journey. It's the same thing with health and fitness. When you guys get started, it's not about, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, I'm going to see my abs, all these, aesthetic goals, whatever, which are great. But I want you to commit to a better, healthier identity, a new identity for yourself. That way it's not a temporary mindset. You're not trying to be healthy. You are a healthy person. I'll say it again. You don't try to be healthy. You are a healthy person. And look, guys, indulgences, meals out, alcohol, that's part of a healthy lifestyle. Absolutely. It's part of a healthy identity. So if those things come up, don't just sabotage yourself and throw everything away because you had them or you're quote unquote off. They are part of a healthy lifestyle. I want you guys to know that you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your identity. And I want to break that down for you, okay? Your goals are what carry you from A to B, right? You're starting at a point where you're like me, and I wanted to lose 100 pounds, okay? And wanting to lose that 100 pounds was a massive, massive goal of mine. But in order to achieve it, it wasn't just focusing on my goals, writing down my goals every day. I had to truly look at the identity that I was trying to become, fall to the identity. That Justin, which is my real name, by the way, that Justin did not exercise regularly, had a very poor relationship with food, didn't even go for walks, very simple things. I had to become the identity of Justin that prioritizes movement, prioritizes eating well that fuels my body, not just eating that fuels my dopamine. If you guys always see this as a phase or a trend, it will always end. Okay. Last thing I want to bring into this is becoming a healthy person, is having a healthier identity has just changed my life in so many amazing ways. It has brought me a relationship that I have now that is my fiance and my future. It has brought me a business that has been so fulfilling to change other people's lives for a living. And that same discipline I built in my health and fitness carries over into the stock market, day trading, swing trading, investing, and now doing my first Ironman coming up in 5 weeks. It's becoming a disciplined person and having a healthy identity will open so many so many new doors for you, new opportunities. And I want you guys all to experience it just like I did. But guys, it's never on or off. You are just evolving your identity over time. It is an identity change, right? That is what is permanent. You're not letting go of carbs. You're not letting go of sugar. You're not letting go of alcohol. You are letting go of who you used to be. That brings me to point number 2, which is something we've all said, myself included. I don't have enough time. And I am not going to blame you for that. Life is meant to be busy. It's meant to be chaotic. It's meant to be this bullshit that comes up, okay? But that's the exact reason why you need to be fit, to be able to handle a busy schedule and be disciplined with it. And you also need to become fit at your busiest so it lasts. Most people think, I'll wait for life to slow down, or when the grass is greener, or when I'm ready, I'll get fit. No, because all that insinuates is that you start, okay, life isn't as busy, so you start getting healthy, you start changing your identity. Great. But all it insinuates is that when life gets busy again, you're just going to stop. You can't think that way. And you're also looking at it like it's still optional. And that's the biggest point of this video. People think fitness is an extra commitment that automatically just makes it optional. It is not optional. Fitness is not something you add to your life. It is simply what allows you to handle and live life. It is literally your life, right? If your life is busy, that's exactly why you need to be healthy and fit, okay? Chaos is truly not an excuse. It is the reason I'm trying to tell you that, right? Life will be chaotic. When you are in good health and in good shape, you will be able to handle it, okay? And let me push you guys a little bit, right? You do have the time that you think. I remember what my reason my health got or in a bad place or out of whack was because I was working full time. I was going to school. I was building my business, and I let like these long hours make poor decisions, right? I was still doing other things as well. I was still playing video games. I was still watching TV, things like that. I don't want to overdo that. I don't want to push you too hard because I understand that we all have our own things going on in life, but I promise you, if you really audit your lifestyle, really look at what you're doing, I guarantee you can make the time. And again, you don't have a choice. Your health is not optional. All right, brings you to point number 3, by the way, 3rd place right there. Not too bad. Next clip is going to get into some Galactic Assault. So if you guys play Galactic Assault, please drop a comment below. Let me know. I'm pretty sure this was like a short game. I joined like mid-game and it just ended right away. But nonetheless, point number 3, you're already paying a price. All right, let me explain what I mean. This is something I say in every consultation that I do, okay? I do a free consultation for everyone who applies for my coaching business, my coaching program. And I tell people at the end, I just keep it real with people when it comes to the money and the investment that's involved with working with a coach. You're going to pay a price no matter what. You're going to pay the price of the coaching help, of the program, of the professional help, or you're going to pay the price of regret, staying the same, okay? Low energy, and that's going to be worse performance at work, right? These are the real costs of being unhealthy. Brain fog, worse decisions in life. Low confidence, smaller actions in life, staying stuck, okay? And then you're always stressed all the time and you don't have an outlet for it, okay? That is how it goes. And I tell people, again, you're going to pay a price either way. So just pay the price, guys, of the time, the effort, the money that it will take to change your identity, to get fit for life, to make fitness a part of who you are, or just pay the price of staying stuck. You've heard the cliche before, choose your hard. There's no way you haven't at this point. Yeah, getting fit, getting healthy, they're hard. But it's just as hard being unhealthy, being out of shape. I was living proof of that, okay? And listen, you don't feel the cost all at once, and that's why it's dangerous. You feel it in little micro dosages here or there. But guys, you're gonna pay a price no matter what. Tell everyone the same thing. Let's get right into point number 4. Point number 4. It's about discipline, not motivation. And this takes you back to the last video I posted. So go guys, check it out on my channel. I talk a lot about motivation, the contrast between that and discipline. Same time, I'm not going to talk too much on this here because I already have a video on, but motivation fades. Discipline is identity in action, right? You are not just a healthy person, you are a disciplined person. And when you become a disciplined person, you will become a healthier person. And that will leak into everything in your life, your day trading, your finances, your investing, your relationships, communication, everything. Become a disciplined person. Become just a muscle of discipline. That is what I want you guys to do, right? Trading discipline, fitness discipline, it's the same muscle. Point number 5, guys, it's got to be a non-negotiable standard. A lot of your problems will be solved, if you just stop negotiating with yourself so much, right? Every single day, the little bitch ass voice in your head, it's in my head too. The only difference between me and someone else is I just win more battles than I lose. At this day and age, I win 9.9 out of 10 battles. But early on, I would lose 9 out of 10 battles, right? You just need to win it more than you lose. That's ultimately how you win the war and make the transformation. And the tip I want to give you is a standard over schedule mindset and discipline. Listen, you can use the time and schedule thing all you want. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You do it or you don't. Training is not optional. Eating well is not optional. Taking care of your body is the baseline for living life. Skipping the gym, eating like crap should feel like brushing your teeth. That's gross. You don't want to do that. No matter your schedule, your standard is above it. How many workouts you do per week, eating well, standard over schedule mindset always. All right, guys, I want to wrap this up with a little bit of just practical help. I'm not going to sit here and give you a full detailed program. All right, that would just take way too long. I'm always down to help anyone and everyone completely free. Like, drop a comment, see how we can get in touch. Hit me up on Twitter at Trade to Help You. We can get into a conversation. I'm totally down to help anybody, guys. Remember, I've been in this position. I've lost 100 pounds. I have felt the pain, the shittiness that you're freaking feeling about your health. I have been there, and it took me years to fix and figure out. And I don't want anyone else to feel how I felt, right? I want to keep this really simple for you guys, right? Taking me back to point number 1. Think about it differently first. Identity change. The way you're living life right now, you're ordering DoorDash, or you don't go to the gym at all, you don't go for walks, you just go through life. That is your identity. Fuck that. It's time to change your identity. You are healthy. You are a fit person. You're the fittest version of yourself. This is how I want you thinking. This is how I had to think. And it should feel hard. It should feel fucking crazy. It should feel impossible, because when I was 100 pounds overweight and I was fat as shit and the fat kid my whole life, guess what? That was the only identity that I knew. That was the only identity that felt right to me. And for me to think like, no, I'm fit, I'm lean, I'm doing bodybuilding shows, I'm doing an Ironman, right? I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, right? I'm competing in jiu-jitsu, all these things, whatever. You know how hard it was for me to visualize that because of all I knew? That would be like someone who, God forbid, was, addicted to drugs and say, no, you're a millionaire. It's just the same thing. It's very hard, but you have to start with that. Identity shift. Stop making health and fitness negotiable. Stop making it optional. It needs to be just who you are as a person. So let's start with very basic stuff. Number 1 is move daily. Just go for a simple walk. And the best time you should walk is upon wake. It's better for sleep. It sets your circadian rhythm. It gets your mood and digestion rolling for the day. So I recommend you guys make a little bit extra time, wake up a little bit earlier, and get outside. And if it's raining or something, you maybe have a little walking pad or treadmill at home, and move your body upon wake. If you guys can get in 30 minutes of walking a day, preferably in the morning, start there. Next, if you are able to go to the gym or work out at home, nothing crazy. You guys can start working out. I tell everyone I run into at jiu-jitsu or on the street, whatever, twice per week. 2 full body workouts, 30 minutes a piece. Hit, every muscle in your upper body for 2 sets. Hit every muscle in your lower body for 2 sets. Start there. Next, when it comes to food, guys, it just comes down to eating like you respect yourself and you love yourself. Right, a lot of people that I talk to as I get to know them deeper, they eat like shit because they don't love themselves. And that was me. What was the point? I'm just going to eat this whole pint of Ben & Jerry's every night because fuck me, right? Girls don't like me. I'm a fat fuck. Like, this is what I did. I didn't respect myself. But when I started changing my identity, that obviously started changing my eating habits. And have balance between those meals and your indulgences. Guys, I still indulge to this day. I had pizza and ice cream last night, but I earn my indulgences. I do them once, maybe twice per week. It's not about that 10% of your nutrition. It's about the other 90%. Okay, the other 90% of your nutrition. Eat for a purpose. All right, and then lastly, guys, do your best to freaking get some good sleep, like it matters, because it does. You don't need to be perfect. You've all heard that. You simply just need to be consistent. And when you're starting out, it needs to just feel doable, not overwhelming. I want to wrap this up by saying something a little bit odd, but bear with me. But I love you, man. I really do. And I want you to do better for yourself. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be fit. I want you to experience all the amazing things that life has to offer, from relationships to financial gain, maybe starting that business you always wanted to start. Obviously getting healthy and the confidence that comes with that, the energy that comes with it, maybe starting a family. Like, there's no other way to live life than a healthy, fit, disciplined life. And I love you, man. I want you to love yourself just as much. You know, if I was sitting here right here talking to my, 18, 19-year-old self, I'm 28 now, um, I would just tell him it was so worth it. Just everything that you would go on to accomplish and do, and the person you would become, the identity, just, it's just worth it. And I just want every single one of you who's watching this to love yourself, because I love you, man. I want to see you win. I want to see you do well. I want to see you be healthy. I want to see you be fit, disciplined. And I want you to experience all of the amazing, amazing things that come with that, you know? And guys, this video is not about getting abs. It's not about looking good for a trip or an event. It's about becoming someone, you're in your life that you can rely on and other people can rely on, right? Your body really is the one thing that shows up to everything in life with you. Your work, your relationships, your goals, your future. People look at you differently. People treat you differently. It's just, it's not negotiable. You got to get fit. You got to do this for you. You got to become disciplined, right? If you don't take care of it, everything, and I mean everything else, will start to suffer. So stop treating fitness like it's optional, because it's not. And the sooner you make it a part of just who you are, the sooner you get to enjoy everything that comes with it, and everything in your life starts to level up with it. So on that note, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video or gained even 1 ounce of value from it, please consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing to the channel for more. I want to see you win. So go out there, change your identity for the better, because, man, I'm telling you, there's so much good waiting for you, so much good, and you freaking deserve it, man. All right, appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.